In a far-off kingdom, there was a young woman named Maya. Maya had always been a warrior, and she spent much of her time fretting about the past and worrying about the future. She was constantly anxious, and she never felt truly happy or content. One day, Maya heard about a wise old sage who lived in a nearby village. The sage was said to have profound knowledge about the nature of the mind and the secrets of inner peace. Maya was intrigued, and she decided to seek out the sage to ask for his guidance. When Maya arrived at the sage's home, she found him sitting calmly in his garden, surrounded by the beauty of nature. She asked him how she could overcome her worries and find happiness and contentment in life. The sage listened intently to Maya's concerns, and then he spoke to her in a gentle voice. "My dear, the mind is like a garden," he said. "Just as a garden needs to be tended and cared for, so too must the mind be cultivated and nurtured." Maya was confused. She had never heard anyone talk about the mind in such a way before. The sage explained further, "Just as a gardener must pull out the weeds that grow in the garden, so too must we pull out the negative thoughts and emotions that cloud the mind. And just as a gardener must water and nourish the plants in the garden, so too must we water and nourish the positive thoughts and emotions that bring us happiness and contentment." Maya was starting to understand what the sage was saying, but she still had many questions. "But how do I do this?" she asked. "How do I cultivate my mind like a garden?" The sage smiled kindly at her. "It's simple, really," he said. "Just focus on the present moment, and let go of the past and the future. Don't let your thoughts and emotions control you. Instead, observe them, and let them pass like clouds in the sky." Maya was skeptical. How could something so simple lead to inner peace and happiness? But the sage assured her that with practice and patience, it was possible. Over the next few weeks, Maya visited the sage often, seeking his guidance and practicing his teachings. She found it difficult at first to focus on the present moment and let go of her worries, but she persisted. As time went on, Maya began to notice a change in herself. She felt calmer and more centered, and she found that she was able to enjoy the present moment more fully. She still had worries and anxieties, but they no longer consumed her. One day, Maya realized that she had found the inner peace and contentment that she had been seeking. She was grateful to the sage for showing her the way, and she decided to dedicate her life to spreading his teachings to others. And so, Maya became a teacher herself, passing on the wisdom of the sage to all who were willing to listen. She taught them to cultivate their minds like gardens, to focus on the present moment, and to let go of their worries and fears. And through her teachings, many people found the happiness and contentment that had eluded them for so long.